Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health, and coaching paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week, although it depends on my schedule if that allows. Anyway, if you're looking for coaching in the new year, or in the last few weeks here of 2021. Would love to be of assistance to you in that way. A couple ways you can reach out at PO Perception on Twitter or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either way would get you in touch with me or a member of my team, and we can move forward from there. So this is all about maturity. So maturity is one of those things that's super hard for lots of people for a myriad of reasons. What are some signs that a person has a decent level of maturity or is more mature than most people? The first thing is they manage their time well. They understand that time is a limited resource. We don't know the limits of each individual person's time, but we do know that time is in fact a limited resource. Thus, using it well is a good way to honor the people in our lives that matter to us most, and so making a decision to honor such a person well is an important part of the process in a number of ways. And when we begin to understand how to honor others well with our time, in other words, not wasting their time, not leading somebody on to feel like they need to have their time handled differently or wasted or whatever the case may be, it's super important to kind of make sure that we do that in a consistent enough manner that people feel supported. The next thing to consider is kind of looking at the idea in a conceptual format of looking at people from the perspective of our ability to be responsible to them. Be able to give responsibility and respect to other people is one of the most important things that any given person can do at any given time. So responsibility is understanding that all actions have consequences, and taking personal accountability for the consequences that we create as it relates to other people, whether we intended to or not, finding ways to begin to understand our responsibilities to ourselves and to others before we negatively affect other people is a responsible and respectful act. Respect does not mean agreement. A lot of people get stuck in that. Just because a person disagrees with you doesn't mean they don't respect you. Many times it's the opposite. They can have a different view than you do, but still have personal respect for you. Having good mastery of your emotions is another sign of maturity. Understanding that emotions are just indicators of something that needs to be addressed. Positive emotions, a sign of the need to be more consistent with gratitude and the ability to kind of control where we are emotionally when they're negative. Negative emotions are just a sign that something needs to change. It's not a sign that the world is against you. It's not a sign that you will never get into a better space. But understanding how to control the things that are important to you and also focus on the things that you want to achieve. Consistency of focus and ability to focus is also another tremendous sign of maturity. People that lack maturity often get easily frustrated and get off track, whereas a person who has a more complete view of maturity understands that there will be days that they don't want to do the things they promised to do or that they need to do or that it would benefit them to do, but at the same time there is a need for them to continue to follow through upon the things that they have set out to do so that they can see the results that they want in their daily life, weekly experiences, and other such. Also understanding that maturity requires a certain level of follow through even when we don't like where we are emotionally, and also having no expectations outside of ourselves. That is to say, we can expect our own conduct, but having expectations of others is often immature because we don't know how they think. We don't know what their values are. We don't know where they are emotionally, mentally. And so the least amount of expectations we can place upon another person, the more likely we are to find happiness, health, wealth, and overall a good experience when dealing with other people. And having minimal expectations is necessary to have good quality relationships. So hopefully this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.